Hi everyone, this is Crafty Pete. I've been asked by a friend how I print out and cut decoupage papers for paper crafting using the Silhouette or a Craft Robo cutter or any other machine of the same sort of family, using a photo editor and a Silhouette Studio program. First thing to do is open the editor. As you can see, I've got an old version of Photoshop that I'm using, but any other will do really. The next stage is to open the picture. We'll get that onto the screen and make sure we can see it properly. We'll just zoom it out slightly. And now we select the colour picker tool and select the background of the picture. As you can see, this puts a border around and selection around the picture. Not quite precise enough, so we're going to zoom in and reselect just around the sentiment area there. Check the rest to see that it seems to be okay. At this stage we're going to duplicate the layer so that we only use the layer that we want. I'm going to rename the layer so that there's no confusion. I'll just call it Silu to save any problems with my spelling. The next job is to invert the selection so that we can just select the picture and not the background, and fill the picture, the selection, with black. As you can see, this is now done. We can now deselect it by going to select and deselect and begin to paint out any areas that we don't wish to cut. I'll select the paintbrush and the white paint, get the brush to a right size, and then start to paint over the areas that we don't want to cut out. This horrible square sentiment has got to go, and we'll go around and trim the little bits of artifacts that we can see that we don't need to cut. A few little bits of hair. There's a mark down the bottom that I'm going to paint over. I don't know what that's doing there, but we'll get rid of that, make the brush a bit smaller and go and paint it over. And that's about it really. What we have to do now is make sure that you've selected the Silhouette layer and save that as a separate picture. I like to use the original title and just write the word Silo after it to say there's no confusion. I also like to save them as a PNG file because the Studio software seems to quite like that. Okay, that's about it really. I'll see you in the next session and show you how we can select the cut lines using the Silhouette Studio software. Thanks for watching. See you in a few seconds. Hi, welcome back. Now you've created the PNG file, we can open it. So if we open the Silhouette Studio program and load the PNG file that we've just created, it will open onto the screen at its default position. We now need to go to trace the object. So from here we go to the trace icon at the top of the screen, move down to the select trace area. We then put a bounding box around the area we want to trace, like so. Click onto cut, and that will put a cut line around the area that you wish to cut. As you can see, if you get close to it, the cut line is in red, which is the default colour. Now we can move the silhouette away from the cut lines, and using the eraser tool we can get rid of all the little bits that we might have missed. There's a little bit there that we can rub over, carry on round a little bit just there. We carried on round because once you've selected the tool, once you stop to use it you have to reselect it, so it can be a bit inconvenient. What we want to do now excuse me, is to import the original image. So to do this we go to merge. We can't actually open it, otherwise it will just open as a new file. So we're going to merge it in with the silhouette file. Now we have the picture in, I want to see the cut line, so I'm going to select the picture and send it to the back so that the cut lines will show. As you can see, they're in there. So now we want to delete the silhouette, we won't need that anymore. And we'll group the cut lines and the picture together. Then we can go to the, just group that. Then we can go to the screen, the line colour screen. You can see the red. So we press the transparent button, and as you can see the cut lines have disappeared. They're actually still there of course, but they're not in colour any longer. You need now the registration mark so that the machine will register when it goes to cut the picture, and we've got to rotate the picture now to fit onto the screen, onto the paper. So we just do that, move it into position. You'll notice when you put the registration marks on that there's a hashed area at the top and in the corner at the bottom, and a red bounding box all the way around. This is actually the area that the machine will cut. It won't cut any bigger than that, and it won't cut anything that's on the hash lines. So we have to move it away from the hash. This needs resizing slightly, so pull the corner up in the normal way just to rehouse it, move it along just off the hash marks, and that's it really. We're just ready for cutting now. Slight more adjustment, and that's the picture about finished. Now to see the cut lines, if you go to the scissors at the top screen there, click on them, you can see the actual area that's going to be cut. That square we deleted, so we're not going to cut that, and that's it. So now we go to the file menu, save it as a studio file, and that's about it. We can send it to the printer and the cutter from the program. As you can see, my cutter is not connected, but you can click on there to print, click on there to cut, and that's it really. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been of use to you. It's my first one, so I'm afraid the narration is a bit all over the place, but I hope you get some sort of idea of what you can do with it. Thanks for watching.